I've never thought of doing anything other than self-build, because everything I've done in my life, I tend to manage it myself throughout and keep control, absolute control. And so it was a natural to me to actually move to do this project and self-build, because we mostly use direct labour, because I want the craftsmen and the quality people. And in this house, it's paid off because you can see the quality that they brought about. I mean, the planning was the problem. We couldn't start because we hadn't got planning. That was the frustrations of that. So, but I have to say, in the end, that those delays allowed me more time to study all aspects of things, and I'm very, in a way, grateful for those delays because what you see now is just all to do with giving me a little bit more time, and particularly because of the importance of using hempcrete, which I feel is a key factor in this house, because we've got breathing walls, and we use natural materials only outside, so that as the house gets older, there's nothing that won't mellow. So most people seem to think it sort of looks okay where it is, but it will. The glorious thing is it will just mellow more so with the stones and cobbles and then inside, well, we can always control that, provided we can stop the weather from coming in. I considered wind, solar, PV, hydro. Now the hydro, I thought I maybe be able to do something there, because we have a stream, and lakes, but the flow into there just wasn't good enough, and I couldn't get sufficient. My most important decision was whatever I've chosen reliable? And I had to say to myself, I cannot rely on the sun shining when I want it, the wind blowing when I want it, and that affects both PV and particularly I needed things that worked in the winter, because we don't need any heating in the summer, but we've got the sort of eco side of getting it done and it just comes out of the field, at the ground out of the field, as you drive to the house, and it's been incredibly successful. A beautiful house that, without having to do all these things that seem to be de rigueur for those who are building in eco now, it sort of seems to be built into them. And when you sit in these houses and you go there in the summer, it's great, great big open cavity often, but in winter, and as I say, there's just the two of you in the house, well, it's not very nice sitting in a huge cavity, where we've got rooms of all different sizes here for different things. And let's face it, the Georgians knew what they were doing, and most people like to be able to buy a rectory, because they were mostly built in Georgians' time, and because they have better height of roofs and the dimensions, and it's proportions of rooms that are so important.